First off, the Atlassian intelligence powered by Atlassian is a revolutionary tool, I would say, which is integrated with all the Atlassian applications. And when it comes to the value which is bringing into the organization or the team, I would like to talk about agent productivity. So I have a few topics which I can talk regarding that area. And Harjinder has already spoken about this. It's going to help achieve faster resolution times with the help of virtual agents and the Atlassian intelligence enabled answers from the Confluence and some workflows in place. And by this, we are going to have an enhanced service delivery because it helps us create some useful content with the help of AI, like knowledge-based articles, process documentation, etc. Okay, so let me, yeah, I'm going to show you the demo for what I'm talking about. So just a moment.
While Gokul is bringing up the actual Jira Service Management instance. So if you saw in the previous slide, we kind of bundled the functionality into three themes, three value streams. One is agent productivity. So you're going to see a lot of features, and uh, you will see that those features help to improve the agent productivity. And similarly, there are features that are going to show around resolving issues or problems in a faster manner. And then the third theme obviously will be around the content creation. Go ahead, Google.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's imagine you're an agent tasked with handling numerous support tickets, or maybe I'm a manager responsible for overseeing those tickets. So, as you can see, this is a sample ticket for the demo, and each ticket is packed with a wealth of information, ranging from technical details to customer inquiries, so on, right? So, this abundance of data often leads to a time consuming process of sifting through each ticket to extract the essential details. So it's a very common challenge faced by many in customer support roles, which is the overwhelming task of managing and deciphering vast amounts of information. So as you can see, there are a lot of comments and there are a lot of field values on the right hand side as well. So let's say I want to I'm running a report and I want to understand what exactly happened in this ticket. So AI gives us an option called as summarize. So what happens is the moment I click on summarize, it's going to give me an overview in bullet points with the key information of this ticket. So it basically shows what was the issue and what exactly happened in the comments. So there is an automation in the backend which acknowledges the ticket, and it also shows that there is a resolution in place which needs to be resolved. And the person who took care of this ticket communicated transparently with the user and provided the updates on the resolution. And it also shows that he also implemented the measures to prevent similar issues in the future. So how good is that? So now this is how AI revolutionizes this process. In a matter of seconds, you can obtain concise summaries of each ticket, pinpointing the critical information that requires your attention. This not only streamlines your workflow, but also saves you valuable time. So back to the slide, it increases the productivity as well as it speeds up the resolution time, right? So imagine being able to focus solely on this information that truly matters, allowing you to respond promptly and efficiently to customer inquiries. So that's the power of our solution. And yeah, so this was one feature I want to talk about. And let me go to let me show you another feature. So yeah, for that I'm going to make use of our Confluence because these features are available in most of the Atlassian applications. So I'm going to switch to Confluence, and I'm going to talk about a use case, which is a common scenario in technical environments where I mean we use a lot of internal jargons, right? ITSM, ITMS, PIR, then yeah, so on. So I mean, for those terms to more intricate backend processes, uh, navigating through this technical jargons can be daunting, especially for a person who is new to the organization, and maybe he's going through the new hire process or the training, induction, etc. So what happens is, if he starts working, it might be difficult for him to resolve a ticket or acknowledge a customer's query, and it can definitely lead to some delays as they seek clarification or research. So let's talk about that now. Envision a solution which is offered by AI that effortlessly deciphers these technical jargon. So on my screen, as you can see, under the team mission, there is something called as dash loop dev team. So dash loop, I'm pretty sure that as soon as you see it, it's kind of a product name or a release which gonna happen, but you don't have any information other than that. It's this page is very specific about this suite, right? So as an agent, what I can do is I can just highlight this text and I can click on define. So what happens is AI is generating a definition which is taking. I mean, it goes back to the repository or the projects where all the information is stored, and it's going to give me a summary of what it is. How good is that? So by swiftly delivering the information, our solution empowers agents to resolve issues promptly and efficiently. And it's all about streamlining operations and ensure that every member of your team has access to the information they need. And it's not about when they it's not about getting the information they need, but it's all about when they need it. That is what matters. The timing is what matters, right? Because time is money, right? So this is another feature offered by AI. And let's go back to Jira, and I'm going to show you another interesting feature enabled by Atlassian Intelligence, which is the issue search with natural language. Okay, so like for every organization, management, leadership, they rely heavily on reports to gauge team performance accurately, right? So basically what happens is these reports serve as vital tools for assessing progress, identifying the areas for improvement, and making, I mean, these are the reports which help them make informed decisions, right? So however, the process of generating these reports often entails, I mean, it requires significant time and effort, particularly when complex queries must be formulated. And what AI is giving us is it revolutionizes the way these reports are generated. So if you are an experienced Jira administrator or a person who is using Jira for a good time, then definitely this basic or JQL, advanced JQL, does not or do not matter to you mostly. But maybe a person from the leadership team or the management team, they might not be aware, or they might not have the hands-on experience with these queries. So for people like them, the natural search option in enabled by AI will definitely help. So I'll quickly show you an example. So I'm going to click on AI here, and it's asking me to put a question or a query or whatever information I'm looking for. So I'm just going to put a sample query in natural language. Okay, so which looks like this. I want all the issues created this week, which are assigned to this person, and the status of those issues should be in progress. So let's see what AI will do with this. So as you can see, it has converted my natural language query to an advanced JQL. And as you can see, it has added the conditions when it was created, start of the week, assignee is Mitch Davis, and the status category is in progress. And if I run the search, it's going to show me all the tickets assigned to this person. And as you can see, the status is all in progress. So basically, what happens is, instead of wasting the time with intricate query formulations, users can simply articulate their requirements in everyday language, allowing our technology to handle the rest. So this streamlined approach not only accelerates the report generation process, but also ensures accuracy and consistency across all data analysis. Okay, so that's about the issue search with natural language. And now let me go back to uh, Yeah, I'll open the ticket which I was showing earlier. So now I'm going to showcase another feature from AI, which is brainstorming. So imagine you are faced with a complex problem that requires creative solutions. So it might be from the customer, or it might be from a different team, or your peers. So traditionally, brainstorming sessions involve gathering the team members, get into a conference room or Zoom or Teams, jotting down ideas on whiteboards and sifting through countless sticky notes, right? While this collaborative process is valuable, I'm not denying that at all, but that's a traditional way. But it's time for us to uh, pick something more advanced. So I mean, the problem with the traditional methods is, like Harjinder mentioned very clearly, it's time consuming and it's prone to oversight. So that's where Atlassian intelligence brainstorming feature comes to play. So this innovative tool, what it does is it leverages advanced algorithms and natural language processing to facilitate dynamic brainstorming sessions. With just a few clicks, the team members can initiate the brainstorming sessions directly within their Atlassian workplace. So when I say workplace, it could be inside a ticket or it could be from a conference document, etc., regardless of their physical location. So I'm going to brainstorm something here. So I'm just going to add a comment to the customer and I'm going to click on this Atlassian intelligence icon, and there you go. You have the brainstorm option. Okay, so I want to brainstorm on, um, let's say, I have a major incident, and I'm not sure about the process to be followed for that. So what I'm going to ask Atlassian is, what are the major steps to be followed during a major incident in an IT organization? Let's see what it does. Okay, so it's giving me some points regarding how to handle a major incident. So it shows that we have to establish a clear communication channel for all the stakeholders, then prioritize and triage the incidents, assemble a dedicated response team, and etc. Okay, so what I can do is, if I want to convey this to a customer, or if I want to add it as an internal note and convey this to a team or one of my peers, I can do that. I just click on insert and I click on save. So it's as simple as that. And let's talk about, yeah, so that's about brainstorming. So any topics which are related to the project, or whatever information which is available, which makes the context, then definitely you can go for it. And let's talk about another feature of AI. So yeah, we are talking about the incident management. So let's say, uh, in an incident management team, they face daily challenges faced by customer service, or the customers, and they will have to respond to the external customers, and they have to craft their responses very professionally. Otherwise, it's not a good sign of customer experience, right? So time is often a scarce resource, because they will have a lot of tickets in their dashboard, and they'll have to look after every incident, and time is very limited. And the pressure to communicate effectively while maintaining the professionalism can be challenging. So that's where we have some options from the AI. So I'm going to copy this, or maybe, yeah, let's take another example. um, okay, I'm going to type in, um, hi user, sorry uh, to know that the application is down. Uh, our team is looking into it, and we will fix the issue ASAP. Okay, so this is just a general response I can do to I can send to the customer. So let's say I want to sound more professional, or maybe I want to improve my writing. So what do I do? So I'll just highlight this text and I ask Atlassian Intelligence to improve my writing. So see, as you can see, it has made my statement a more. I mean, it has polished my statement, and as you can see, we apologize for the inconvenience caused by the application downtime. Our team is actively investigating the issue, and we are committed to resolving it as soon as possible. So you see the difference, right? A single response from us can create a very, I mean, it creates a huge impact to the customer. So if our language is it's very blunt, or I don't say blunt, but yeah, if it's in a plain language without any emotions, people might not be able to interpret it, right? So once we have a professional response in place, definitely it helps diffuse the customer if at all they are disappointed with the application downtime, right? So that is one of the options. And I mean, Atlassian offers more. So not just improving the writing, you can fix the spelling, grammar, and if you have a huge, I mean, once you start composing the response or drafting the response, and you might feel that it's huge, you might want to make it shorter, you can use this option. And you can even change the tone. So this is what I was talking about. So if you want to improve your tone and to make it more professional, you can click on this, and it will sound more professional. And not just that, we have other tones as well. So like educational tone, casual tone, neutral tone, empathetic tone. If you're dealing with an irate customer, you can definitely make use of this empathetic tone, and it will definitely make a difference in them. Right, so that's about yeah, that's about this topic. So now let me quickly go to the other feature, which is more interesting, and it's more interactive. So all this while I was only doing everything, and the Atlassian was just responding, right? So let's make it more interesting by switching to one of our Slack channels. And let me give you a use case here. So very often, customer service agents find themselves, stuck for, with some issues, and they have limited resources when it comes to assisting the customers. I mean, not every time, but yeah, there are like majority of the teams have this challenge. So with an increasing workload and growing number of queries from the customers, it's very difficult for an agent to provide the timely and the effective response or the support uh, to the customer, right? So, so what Atlassian has done is, I mean, they already have the integration with Slack, but what they did is they integrated the virtual agent also, which is AI powered, into the Slack integration. And what happens is it offers a streamlined and guided process for customers to resolve incidents. And this feature, what it does is it eliminates the need for a real agent to intervene. So for a support organization globally, you might have to deal with different customers from different time zones, different regions, and you might not have the availability of the agents 24 by 7, right? So that's when the Slack virtual agent comes into picture, because even if an agent is not available at that point of time when the customer is reaching out to the service desk, this virtual agent is going to help them without any intervention from the agent. So it what it does is it actually we have some workflows in the backend, and based on the workflow and based on the keywords the customer is giving, the virtual agent will guide the customer in finding the information what they're looking for. So I'll just quickly show you an example. So let's take this. I'm the customer looking for assistance with an application. So I will type, I want access access to an application. Okay. So what happens is I mean, the virtual agent will take this up. So if I click on the thread, as you can see, the virtual agent has responded to this query, and it is asking for more information so that it will be able to assist the customer further. So as you can see, as I've mentioned, I want access to an application. It's asking to confirm whether we are looking for for a system access. So if I choose yes, it will narrow down. into additional questions, and it filters the query. So as I mentioned, yes, for the system access, it's asking me which application am I referring to. So I have two applications. I mean, you can have a number of applications, but this is just an example. So if I choose Jira, as many of you know, Jira has multiple projects and each project has project level permissions. So it's asking me, thank you. I mean, it's giving a response. Thank you. Do you know out of the following which project you need access to? So you might have a few projects in your Jira instance, and I'm sure you have certain projects uh, which are open to the customer, or which will allow them to access. So if I choose project A, it will give me a response that thank you, let me raise a request on your behalf. So in this, as you can see, there is no intervention from the agent, and in fact there is an additional feature that we can even enable the private chats option. So let's say a customer is coming up with some issue, and during the course of troubleshooting or diagnosis, there might be some sensitive information to be shared, uh, inside this ticket. So as soon as the request turns into a private request, nobody else would be able to see what's going to happen after this comment, or after the ticket is created. So we have the privacy also, and we have the security also. So this is how it works, and this is just one feature from the virtual agent. I can show you one more feature, which is which it tries to get the information what the customer is looking for. I mean, it might not be a ticket creation or a access request, but it could be some information, like when we go to Google and search for something, we get the information. Similarly, uh, when it comes to accessing our knowledge based data, this platform utilizes the advanced technology to provide the self service solution. So I have a document here which is created in Confluence, which is logistics enhancement request process. This is just an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in some uh, a query which is based on that document. So I need more info on logistics enhancement. Okay, so let's see what it does. Okay, so as you can see, it again greeted, and it actually identified this logistics enhancement from the customer's response or query, and it actually gave me the summary of what is mentioned over here. How good is that? So not just the summary, it's giving me the link to that Confluence document also. So with this, our system can, I mean, it basically what happened in the backend is it quickly retrieved the information and delivered the answers to the customer inquiries. So this, it's not about just addressing the customer query, but it saves the agent's time, because agent is not involved at all, and but at the same time we ensured that the customer received the accurate and the timely assistance, leading to a more efficient um support experience. So with that, I am done with my demo. So if at all, if you have any questions or anything, you can ask in the channel, and I'll be more than happy to assist you.